to a citizen, fool. Citizen to a citizen, fool.
Key to life.
Another one. And now, our feature presentation.
You know, there's a reason why New York City cabs, yellow cabs specifically, have bulletproof glass inside of their cabs. Here's why.
A father from Sherman was murdered on the job in Plano while driving his car for a rideshare company.
Damn.
Police say the suspect ordered the ride from him and killed him to steal his car. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager live in Plano tonight with the details. Peyton.
Steve and I spoke with the Uber driver, the victim's wife, over the phone today. The family lives in Sherman. He's a father of 4. The wife tells me the family is absolutely devastated. Now, tonight we're learning more about how Plano police tracked down this suspect. We know the stolen vehicle was found at the suspect's home just a few streets away from where the murder took place. This is 43-year-old Mohamedou Thera of Sherman, Texas. His family says he drove for the rideshare company Uber to Sup Road and East Parker Boulevard in Plano with a gunshot wound to the head. Less than 24 hours later, Plano police arrested 21-year-old Jaheim Kemp on a murder charge. Police say Kemp shot and killed Thera and stole his Honda Accord. According to court records Fox 4 obtained on Friday, Thera picked up Kemp as a passenger Wednesday evening at 10 p.m. Uber records show the ride was canceled shortly after it was confirmed. 30 minutes later, Thera was found unresponsive in the road. Kemp used his full name as a customer on the Uber app.
You dumbass.
Plano detectives visited Kemp's home, which is less than a mile away from where the murder took place. Police spotted the stolen Honda Accord outside Kemp's home. While officers were staking out the house, they watched Kemp leave in the Accord. Kemp was pulled over for a traffic stop and taken into custody.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of
Pose.
So, another unfortunate event. I saw this last week, but I wasn't going to post it. But then I thought to myself, it's about building awareness, and people need to be aware of what's going on, more aware, or constantly reminded rather of what's going on. The risks that we take every day. This driver got into his car, went to go to work, whether it's his primary source of income or secondary source of income. I know a lot of people, close personal friends, that have went to rideshare companies for an additional source of income. And I always cringe because I never really with growing up in New York understood the concept outside of dollar cabs.
Flatbush. Blue one. Flatbush. Blue one right here. Metro PCS. Don't judge me based on what the next man does. Not the next man, I'm me. I am Mr. Blackstreet. Put up your fancy up my sexy self. Going to work, lady. Bam, bam, bam. I hit the road by at least 7 o'clock. I come off the road by at least 7 o'clock. Years ago, when I was younger, I was doing 18 hours a day. But I didn't have a son at that time. I was by myself. Rasta man live up. You try to make at least $800, $1,000 a week.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. A lot of illegal van drivers out here, as well as possible legal van drivers also, meaning van companies are allowing people to drive their vehicle that don't even have the proper license. They could have an out-of-state license, You could have a Class E license. That's not the kind of license you're supposed to be driving one of these vehicles with.
Where somebody would allow somebody to get in their car, with your back to this person and trust them enough. Now, it's a little bit different with dollar cabs because it wasn't just one-on-one. It was, driving out Flatbush or wherever, Avenue D, and everybody's getting into the car or the van and they got in. So you don't have just one random person in there who where it's isolated most times anyway. There could be, but with the rise of rideshare and Uber and Lyft, we're scheduling these rides and we're getting in and it's one-on-one. It could be a robbery, it could be anything. In this case, it was GTA, Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it's not a funny situation, but this idiot, this 21-year-old idiot, Kemp, went ahead and scheduled an Uber in his own name from an app, from his phone, picked this father of four up, in the Christmas holidays, who's probably, I don't know the details, if this was his only source of income or if he was just doing this for extra money for Christmas, but now there's 4 kids, family members, wives, parents that are definitely not going to have a good Christmas. And I'm not talking about them not getting gifts. I'm talking about this young man, Kemp, taking the life of this father, this husband, this son, this brother. And it's just terrible. I mean, was there anything that he could have done? I don't think so. I don't think so. And then, to find out the stupidity of this, I'm pretty sure this was somehow drug-induced, a drug-induced reaction where Kemp took the car back to his house, kept the murder weapon,
you dumbass,
and thought everything was going to be fine. It's getting stupider and stupider every day. And it's, again, another video that's just getting me flustered. I just don't know. I wouldn't even know what to tell somebody who was armed in that situation, because you don't know what's going on behind you. You're distracted by the road. I mean, there's nothing you could do short of giving up rideshare as an additional source of income and doing something else, or putting bulletproof glass in your car, which, the majority of these people that do rideshare, they're not going to do that, because that's not what Uber and Lyft promotes, right? And I'm sure other cab companies or transportation companies, they don't go through this because you just don't hear it. Uber alone, between 2019 and 2020, there were 101 Uber drivers murdered in 2020, right? So far in 2023, in a span of 6 months, there have been 12 rideshare drivers killed in 2023. Yeah, the camera's there and they can see what's happening in the car, but people don't care. People don't care if they're caught on camera. For example, I'll roll the clip in.
Who even ripped off his mask.
It was all-out war in an Uber over a mask. 3 women are hassling the driver because he says one of them refused to wear a mask. Watch as she does the unthinkable, coughing on the driver. Then the irate woman grabs his phone and rips off his mask. You don't touch my property! The driver says he even drove them to a gas station so she could buy a mask when they first got into his vehicle.
I never said anything bad to them. I never cursed.
So, who is the woman in question? We've learned she has dozens of modeling pictures on Instagram. Today, she is apparently admitting her outrageous behavior.
All I did was take his mask off and cough a little bit, but I ain't even have corona. He lucky as hell I ain't have nothing on me.
She claims the driver was trying to force them out of the car. Police are investigating the incident.
So while nobody was killed in this example, you could see that people just don't care for other people's well-being, their property, anything like that. And I'm telling you, going into this topic, there were a plethora of examples that I could have posted, but again, I try and keep these videos short, digestible, where I'm just trying to go ahead and pull you into the world of awareness. But I mean, this is just sick. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, could he have done something? Could any of these drivers have done something over and above what they did? Should Lyft or Uber or any of these rideshare companies bear some of the responsibilities? I feel bad. They get pennies on the dollars, these drivers. They're using their own vehicles, their own gas, their own insurance, you know, and basically what they're being sold on is, hey, you could work at your own leisure, when really it's, you can work at your own risk. And is the risk worth the reward? I don't know that it is. Can this happen at a Walmart? You could be they don't have baggers at Walmart, but you could be a cashier at Walmart, a stock person at Walmart. Sure, absolutely. This can happen at Walmart. It happens all the time. I say Walmart because that's the store that I go to a lot. This can happen anytime, anywhere. Is the likeliness of it happening with a rideshare driver greater? Sure, a lot of these people, they work premium hours where if you work in between a certain time, you know, you get paid a little bit extra. And if you work a certain area, things of that nature. If you have a certain car, you know, you'll get paid a little bit extra. You know, these premium hours, I mean, these are the hours when people are the most intoxicated. Hence the video I just posted. So, you know, just throwing the question out there, you know, is it worth it? If it's not worth it, do you think rideshare companies should be held responsible or at least offer some affordable life insurance to these drivers? I don't know that they don't. I'm just asking. Please let me know in the comments if you know more than me, even especially if you're a Lyft driver or a rideshare driver. I'd love to hear from you. I mean, I have friends I can interview, but you know, I would much rather interview someone that I don't know and put them on two-way talk and really get that perspective. Not that I can't do it with you know, my friends that have done that, but you know, just trying to give the viewers a broad perspective. Anyway,
thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk again.
Citizen to a citizen. Citizen to a citizen.
You're still here. It's over.
Another one.